I did a show called Veronica Mars back in the day, and I was very proud of that one. I think it was cool because we had a cast, and we all came out of sort of high school, and everybody in the cast was incredible. Like the people
Yeah.
were absolutely amazing at picking cast, and you'll see people come through that show that have won Oscars now, and like I
Wow.
mean, legit like people, Jessica Chastain,
And Jason
Army
Dohring.
Hammer, yeah,
Uh-huh.
other people too, good people, Kristen Bell, and just awesome people. Anyway,
Beautiful.
Amanda Seyfried, like Paris Hilton,
Oh, amazing.
played my girlfriend for an episode or two. In her heyday, she was incredible. She was so popular, it was unbelievable.
I just have to
Anyway,
note,
yeah.
Paris Hilton
Oh, and she was, very different,
played Jason's GF.
Yeah, and she's very, very smart, actually. Like, you know what I mean?
That doesn't
like with
surprise
it,
me.
Yeah,
that
I know,
doesn't
it's
surprise
super
me.
cool.
Okay,
Anyway, she was very gracious.
What's the next one? Veronica Mars, got it?
Yeah, so that was cool because we did it for 3 years, and we were kind of this small show. I always say, like, when you're doing a project before it comes out, you can kind of tell if it's going to be a hit or not. Actually, you can tell. And we're making it, and I was like, dude, this is good. Like, this is awesome. And we'd go to these malls. It was Joel Silver, who produced The Matrix and Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, all that. He produced it. And so he would always try to call in favors and stuff like that. So we'd get all these cool people on the show, like, Paris Hilton in her heyday and playing a small role, which is very nice of her. And, he'd take us to these malls and, we'd sign autographs, and people had no idea because the show hadn't come out yet. So people are just lining up to sign up to, it could have been anybody, Yeah. And then it was really cool.
People do that? They just sign up to get autographs?
Yeah, because you're a
you just say you're a famous person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting. But then as the show started coming out, it was cool because people started being real fans, and we have a very, very smart audience for that show. Like educated females just love the show. You know what I mean? I've had people and even 80 years old being like, I love you on the plane, and I'm like, oh my God, so cool. But it was so well done. I think, I've had other writers not on that show tell me that the first season is the best written season of television ever.
Wow.
That's like really quality. And I got to play a bad guy, which is cool. I usually play bad guys, but yeah, it's funny because my wife's parents, would say, honey, is there anything wrong with this guy? You know what I mean? Before, and they're like, no, he's an actor, Mom. Geez, it's okay. And but that was just really cool, and it was so popular in those three years, and then it was canceled. That Warner Brothers said, this guy brought a proposal to Warner Brothers, and he said, if we can raise $1 million, would you guys raise another $1 million? And we'll do it on Kickstarter. We'll just get it fan funded. And
season 1?
This is after the first 3 seasons. Okay. And then they said, we can do a movie. If we raise $1 million, would Warner Brothers put up $1 million as well? And, within 24 hours, we had $1 million. Within, 30 days, we had like $6 million. It was the highest ever Kickstarter ever in history for film at the time. And we got to shoot in Los Angeles because we'd raised so much money instead of somewhere else where it was cheaper.
Yeah. And
so Kristen got to be with her family, which was really nice. And it was so awesome. And that was so popular that Hulu bought it for a 4th season. So it was just like the show that just continued and continued, and it was just a fan favorite. So it's something I'm super proud of in that way. And the producer of that, Joel Silver, after that show, he had a funny thing. He came up to me on the red carpet one day in the middle of Veronica Mars. He's like, "You're a sick fuck. I like that." It was really funny, but he and I fucking,
but hold on.
I tried to do so good.
But that's because you were being the bad guy or what? Like what?
Why did you say that?
Just good. I think it was just, and he's a legend, you know what I mean? In film, so it's like, but I realized early on, well, it was kind of a realization that I had, which is I was at my first ever awards ceremony, and I was walking around the back. I was going to the restroom or something like that, and this actress that I knew came up to me and she's like, "You are amazing." And I was like, "Oh my God." But I realized right there that good work is good work anywhere. Meaning that if you try your hardest, man, and you are awesome, then I think it's respected from all levels, like even the really good guys that I admire respect good work,
Yeah.
And so I've had people, it's just really cool. So, and I respect that too in others when I see that. So I think that was what was so special about Veronica, was just that we had such a young cast. Everybody was so dedicated, almost like to the point of a game where we're trying to be the best. Like, I'm trying to be better than you, And even in the very first season of the show, I started
like
off,
even internally, you were like pushing each other.
Totally.
We're
To be
going to
better.
act better. We're going to make a better delivery. Kind of that.
absolutely,
Wow.
or I can shit you harder than you can shit me in a scene. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And, you know, Kristen Bell is so wonderful and she's so good at, you know, and so we were against each other to start. And, you know, the ultimate antagonist, you know, I was never intended to be anything other than that. And then the writers came to us like in the 4th episode and they said, we're going to put you guys together. And we were like, what the you talking about? Like, there's no
Plot
way. Yeah,
twist.
totally. And, you know, but it was beautiful. And then we had this cool, like, romantic storyline. And then, you know, so I was always like on the edge as a character, like good and bad. And, you know, break up with her and whatever. But it was just really cool that a one-sided thing got to be something else, you know, so that was cool. And then
But wait, wait. Isn't it when you have like a thing, it's all written and the script is out for this whole season?
Yeah.
Or they write it as they go?
Yeah, these writers were super cool. I think they had a couple of things because it's a murder mystery over a year. You know, she gets raped in the first episode and she's solving that and a murder of her best friend.
Yeah.
And she's like it's like a dark Nancy Drew. It's kind of like how it's described. I say that and people are like, but then they start watching it and they're like, oh my God, it's so good. Like even today, like people rewatch it. And but anyway, the producer came up to me after the Veronica Mars show was over and he said, kid, I'm going to pay you double what you're making. You're going to be in my next show and you don't have to audition or whatever. And I was like, man, this is so crazy. You know, it was really, it was just awesome, man. It was an awesome time. Yeah.
Wow.